Here's a question for you, Roula.
Is
And
this
it's
also from the listener or from you?
from listener.
Okay. But why for me? Isn't
Well,
it for
because
us?
yeah, this is true, but I have the recording because somebody didn't check the email account, Roula.
I am in no obligation. I call in the First Amendment and I have no obligation to answer you. Welcome to the Rosie and Roula show. Marhaba.
G'day. This one. Okay, here we go. If I can find the play button.
Hi, Rosie and Roula. I'm just wondering, can you be alone without being lonely?
You can start with the answer.
They're two different things.
Yeah, I agree.
We can be with the whole world with us and feel so damn lonely.
Mm,
And being alone is we have to learn how to love ourselves company, how to love to be with ourselves. Because there isn't enough importance put on this topic. There is
mm.
so much importance about making friends, keeping friends, having a social network, a community, having good colleagues and good neighbors. There is so much emphasis on the outside and so little on being happy alone.
Yeah. I agree. I'm really quiet because I'm just sitting here going, yeah. Why do we not place more importance on our relationship with ourselves? Surely that is the most important thing.
You can answer this question even better than me.
Because I'm a single lady.
You're living the van life and
Mm-hmm.
you are alone.
Mm.
So tell me, Rosie,
I mean,
how do you experience it?
I've got my dog, but yes, there's not another human with me, and sometimes I feel very lonely. Other times, not lonely at all. And I think I would have the same feelings if there was someone living in the van with me. It makes no difference. Or am I
Do
full of
you
shit?
remember? No. Do you remember what are the moments that you would feel lonely?
Uh, why are you asking deep questions? Oh my God. I feel like you needed to set me homework to think about this.
Okay.
I maybe when I'm really sad and I would like someone to talk to, but there's no one. That would be a time where I feel lonely. Or when I aren't making time to do the things that bring me joy, I feel lonely. But if I'm out in nature, out having an adventure, I could be by myself or with Tilly. I don't feel alone. I'm by myself. I'm no, lonely. I am alone, but I don't feel lonely.
Mhm. Is nature for you more important and happier than a human touch? Like, do you miss someone with you to cuddle and to hug and rather than walking out in nature?
The fact that I had to pause to think about that is interesting. I feel like a lot of people would say, no, human touch, number one. But I had to pause and think about that, and I don't know what my answer is. I feel like equal,
Oh,
maybe.
great.
Maybe. Don't hold me to that. You could ask me
No, no,
tomorrow and it
no.
might be different.
I am not as mean as you are. Remember in the past
Oh,
episode how mean you were to me, but I will not do the same. I will not throw stones at you.
I do not throw stones.
Rocks, because you threw stones at me.
Ah!
I learned this somewhere I listened to. Okay, back to loneliness.
Mm.
I have experienced a tremendous amount of loneliness when I first moved to the Netherlands.
Mm.
It was, for me, the extreme level of loneliness because I left my family, my friends, the people that I see every day, and I lived completely alone with my husband, with my new husband, which he was
Mm-hmm.
back then a new person in my life. And I experienced very deep loneliness. I haven't experienced it again, even though I've been alone after the divorce. I've been alone, and now that the kids are older, I'm alone most of the time. Not most of the time, but pretty
More.
a good deal of the time, more. And I love to be alone because I want to be with myself. I just want to be with Rula, who
Mm.
Rula is. And these are the moments that I enjoy mostly in the car because I'm completely alone. I listen to whatever shit I want to listen to in my head, the thoughts that I want. I can just go down in my head wherever I want to go, and no one is there to interrupt me.
Yeah.
I don't like to be interrupted when I'm in my head.
You
So
can just be yourself. Yeah.
being alone, we all should seek moments to be alone.
Mm. I think some people find that more scary than others.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not a psychologist. I'm
You
just
sure?
speaking from my life experience. No, I'm not sure, but I don't have a certificate. What I think is when a person doesn't want to be alone, there is something they need to try to find out why they think their happiness is from others. What is the added value?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And of course, there are people alone and being lonely, especially,
Oh,
we
yeah.
experienced this during COVID
Mm.
because no one checks on the other person anymore. But we're not going
No,
into
okay,
the
okay.
complicated
No,
part.
let's shut up. You're not a psychologist, right? Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'm not.
So, what is loneliness? If we had to define it.
Talking from my experience, it's a deep sadness
Mm.
of missing something either you had and you lost or you wish you can have.
Yes. Mm. Something you had that you've lost or something you wish you had. Did you just do a mic drop
Yeah.
action then? Yeah. Rula's a little bit proud of that. I got to say that was good. That was good. And I think maybe it's tied to having a sense of belonging as well. When you don't feel like you belong, it feels very lonely.
This is so good too. Another mic drop.
We're both mic dropping.
Yes, a sense of belonging. I love what you said. And you know what? People who are feeling lonely are belonging to each other.
Oh,
And it's not wrong to seek. There are many Facebook communities that are so helpful. And belonging doesn't mean only belonging to the fun part. You can also belong to whatever things you are interested in. And being lonely and not feeling belonging is another something to dig deeper. Where do you want to belong? And go and search for it. We have to take actions too. I'm very
right.
much on accountability,
Yep.
So if you feel lonely, what are the actions you think you can take? And it's not easy because if someone is feeling lonely, they're not going to take action. But
Hmm.
started thinking of what could look like for them not to be lonely.
Hmm.
This is the first step towards getting
Can
out
you
of it.
be lonely and happy?
If this is their growth where they want to be, yes. I don't
I
know.
don't
I
think you
say
can. I don't
yes.
think you can.
Count your blessings.
Well,
If you're lonely and counting your blessings, maybe you feel happy.
hmm. I don't think you can be lonely and experience true happiness because I think it just comes from the core of who we are. There's something missing.
But Rosie, happiness is moments in our life. Happiness is
Hmm.
not a state we live in continuously. These are
Fuck's
things that happen
sake, you're
in our
such a
life and make
smarty
us happy.
pants. Such a smarty pants.
You make me think of SpongeBob.
I hate SpongeBob.
Come on, I love Bikini Bottom City.
You make a good point, though. Happiness, there's moments of happiness. It's not a constant state of being. Fine. Yeah, so you can still experience happiness and be lonely. Maybe just not at the
And if
same
they
time.
want to feel less lonely, they have to start listening to our podcast.
Oh, yes, there you go.
How about that?
And in fact,
Here you go.
listeners, or the Roula says, dear listeners. So, dear listeners,
Dear listener, it has
dear
more
listener,
impact.
it does, dear listener. What was I going to say? I forgot. No.
Listen to our podcast.
Yes.
To feel less lonely.
Yeah, obviously, because you're already listening. But can we ask that you share this episode with someone in your life who you think is feeling a little bit lonely? It's just a subtle way of saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. And these two chicks are awesome. They're going to make you laugh.
Chicks.
All right. That's enough.
That's enough. Thank you, and enjoy your alone time. Bye.
If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have
going.
to stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so much. See you next time.
Said.